The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Panthers and the Bills, just ahead on EA Sports.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rockin' Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Brandon Gaughan, Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind we're in for a terrific game. A dream scenario to start it off for one side of the ball, a nightmare for the other to get this game started.
The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
And he's certainly coming off a very tough rookie campaign, but he showed flashes of why he was the #1 overall pick. Now starting over year 2 with a brand new coaching staff, I expect Bryce Young to show the world his talents in full.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 1. From the gun, it's Allen. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Brown goes in motion left. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. He's across midfield. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Brown, 55 yards. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats. So that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Young. Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And Thomas has it. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Allen going to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Thomas, the man in motion left. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the Panthers' 27-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Allen to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Here is 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. In motion right is Thomas. Here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
His 4th catch already in this 1st quarter. It's a 1st down. Allen running the option to the left. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Throwing now is Allen. Dancing to his left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Back to the ground, Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen now looks to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer. But I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Young. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On play action, Young. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. But, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Thomas has got it. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Allen again. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again. with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them putting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here is Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
Every now and then, you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the return will stop right around the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
James Cook running back out now.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. Allen. And he rifles one incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. In motion left comes Brown.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Now Young. The Sanders has got it complete. So nothing doing there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing, Young.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Young working out of the gun.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Young will set to throw.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw, Young.
That is caught.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
It'll be Young again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 8 yards out.
And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Allen going to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This time they stay on the ground. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Well, the Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To the air, Allen. And that's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, Young from the gun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Carolina getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Young. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And he stopped immediately there. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Thomas goes in motion left.
Throwing now is Allen. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And that makes it a 9-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
It's Young off play action. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
2nd and 5.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll throw again. Young. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. To throw, Young. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
Young to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st down, Panthers.
Here is Young.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll...
Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall
From 13 yards out.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Allen. And this one is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Return team.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
A quarterback draw. Here's Young.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Young to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing, Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw, Young. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now Young.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
That's Dorian Williams who got there for the sack.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game.
Down to about the 37. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Young. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's caught. Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Heineke.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
On play action, Heineke. Got a man, that's shorter.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Heineke to throw it. Has his man. It's Shakir.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
To throw is Heineke. Shakir hauls it in.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
DJ Johnson, the one who got there for the sack. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Here we go. This is fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they'd converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here.
Second and 11 now.
Running right, here's Sanders. Down to about the 22 here.
You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're establishing used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.